I'm Randy and I'm with my daughter Natalie. We want to welcome you to Mount Saint Helens National Volcanic Monument. In June of 2013, my daughter and I climbed to the top of Mount Saint Helens. As you can see, we had beautiful weather. In June of 2021, my other daughter and I visited Mount Saint Helens. The conditions, you could tell, were quite an unexpected contrast. I go through extensive measures to be sure that I'm prepared for every hike that I do.
Gloves, hat, rain pants, rain gear up top, rain poncho, ID, sunglasses, hiking permit, hiking poles, water, Gatorade, and food. You got it all? Mm-hmm. All right, first aid gear is in the backpack.
In this case, I reviewed the weather for a week, yet it never dawned on me to check the trail conditions. And by the time we arrived in Washington, it was simply too late to get the necessary supplies. Thankfully, there was no ice, nor did we ever fall. But overall, we were totally unprepared regarding our footwear for this hike. So learn from our mistake. This video shows how our day basically went. But let's first begin with some sweet 360 camera shots of the hike as a preview.
Good morning. Today's a big day for us. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Sunrise is 5:15. The goal is to make it to the top of Mount Saint Helens. We've been watching the weather over the last week and it has changed considerably every day. Unfortunately, today is probably the worst. It looks like on and off rain to more consistent rain this afternoon. So our goal is to get to the summit by 1 o'clock or so. They're also, for the first time, adding snow to the forecast, which we were not expecting. But it's 48 degrees right now in Cougar, Washington, as we make our way over to the trailhead. And they're saying the coldest, the low temperature on the top of the mountain is in the teens, but we won't be up there, I don't believe, during that time. But did this hike back in 2013 with Haley and looking forward to attempting it today, although it's going to be questionable based upon this weather with Natalie. So thanks for traveling with us. Yeah, we're ready to go. Let's do it.
Kind of on a steep part of the hike, aren't we?
It's the whole thing's been a steep part of the hike. I think it's 11 miles round trip, so you're going 5.5 miles to get up. 5,600 feet elevation, so that's really steep, over 5 miles. Beautiful though. Enjoying it?
Yes, yeah.
So we're making our way almost above the tree line now. Not a lot of signs on this trail. It's pretty obvious though which trail you need to stay on. These are important. Keep your eye on these poles because they'll mark where the trail is, especially when you get to the rock section. Let's keep going.
Up to this point, doing good. Very steep, but it's incredible. I really don't have any words to describe it. I'll let the view do the talking.
There you go. You enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
We've gone about 2 miles this far, and I think it's starting to snow.
Distance-wise, we're probably about a third of the way up the hill. Elevation, we're not a third yet. Well, I don't know if you notice, it's getting much foggier as we ascend. We got snow flurries coming down right now. So we gotta just keep an eye on the weather, Natalie. We might have to turn around. I want to keep it safe. It's getting pretty foggy. Let's go a little more.
We got some good views in when we did. Can't see anything in this.
We just talked to some friendly hikers. They turned around, they didn't make it to the top either. They said when you get up around 1,000 feet away from the summit, nasty winds, almost a whiteout, can't even see the trail. So we're almost, probably can't see it here, at the end of the rock section. And the rock section was really pretty nasty. But after this, it's technically the lava ash. But this time of year, there is no lava ash. It's just all snow. And we didn't bring any crampons or micro spikes. That just was simply not on the radar, because last time I was here, it was walking up like sand in shorts and a t-shirt, and that was June. So it's just unseasonably cold, and the snow is sticking around a little longer in 2021. But we're gonna walk up to the snow, see how far we can make it in the snow. That might be, Natalie, unfortunately, I know this is, to your disappointment, the end of our hike. Still is pretty sweet though.
So, as you can see behind me, you can't see behind me. It's been a pretty intense hike up to this point. How far, Dad, would you say we've been?
5,800 feet, and elevation-wise, even though we're only about 1.5 miles from the top, we still have about 3,000 feet of elevation to go, so we're only halfway on that. It's getting whiter and whiter and whiter though, no doubt about it. Not in terms of just the snow on the ground and on the rocks, but even the snow coming down, the intensity. So let's keep going. You can see we're right at the end of the rocks right now. Right at the end. Let's try to walk in the snow. We'll see how we do. We're officially in the snow. No more rocks to go by. We'll go up a little bit, see how far we do, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, we have no micro spikes. That wasn't even on my radar. I was not expecting this at all.
I know, everyone who passes had the spikes and one of those,
Yeah.
what do you call them?
Yeah, when the guy said to us, do you guys have an ice axe?
Ice axe,
I'm like, I don't think this is gonna work for us today. All right, we'll try a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go. It's a day you'll never forget.
Yeah. Each step closer is a step closer to our goal, right, Dad?
Our goal keeps changing on us. All right, so distance-wise, we're actually not far from the top. We made it this far without the micro spikes because this layer of snow gave it good traction. But right now, the biggest concern is the wind, which is picking up, and ultimately the visibility. It's hard to see any trail out here at all. And I am very concerned that if we get too far up, we'll completely lose the trail, not find our way back down off the mountain. So really for safety factors, because of visibility, I don't think we should continue on anymore. It just isn't worth it. And by the way, they did say, because we saw a guy come down from the top, visibility at the top is about 20 feet. So to get to the top is not for the views, is only to say we made the accomplishment, which I would love to say. And I got a little summit fever going right now, Natalie. I still want to go. Got the energy, but it's just at this point, we made it really far and it was a great hike. It just would not be a good decision. Visibility is dropping really fast. And the weather report today, by the way, said as the day goes on, it's going to get worse. So not really much is working in our favor. So hard to say this. We're not quitting. We're just making the safest decision. Let's go back. So we're probably about no more than halfway through the rock section right now, but we're out of that danger zone. What a difference. Snow's coming down a little harder right here, but you definitely feel much safer at this elevation than you did up there in the tundra, the icy tundra. Let's keep going.
And as much as I did not want to turn around and go, I feel better because we passed a lot of people and they all turned around too. So there was only one man, right, this morning that said he went to the top. But he must have gotten up so early.
When we saw him.
Yeah.
He said he went to the top. I still don't think he unless you started literally midnight last night. That's not humanly possible what he did.
Yeah. I don't know how he did that, but everyone else is turning around, so I feel better about that.
So we had the time and we had the energy, but we didn't have the right weather, nor did we have the right equipment. But still, Natalie, it was a great hike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And a tremendous accomplishment. We were really close to the top, but it just wasn't meant to be. But we're back safely, and we got a lot of good memories. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. And remember, if you want to do it, here from Mount Saint Helens in Washington State, there's always room for you on our next National Park adventure. Take care.
Got 2 cold corks.
All right, look at that.
I'm starving.